Belief in a conspiracy will drive people to many lengths. Here it's brought a team of divers to the very border of North Korea. On the site of the Cheonan sinking, they searched for evidence as to whether South Korea's government is lying about how its warship went down.
I couldn't find even the slightest sign of explosion.
Shin Sang-chul believes so. A former naval officer and shipbuilder, he was originally part of the government's investigative panel and examined the Cheonan as it was being salvaged. Authorities removed him from the group after Shin says he refused to blame the sinking on a North Korean attack.
If there was an explosion, the bodies found in the exploded area must be damaged seriously, but it smells so clean.
Speaking to a crowd recently in Seoul, Shin says not only did he find no evidence of an explosion, but he also located significant scrape marks on the vessel's hull, suggesting it had run aground. An accident, he says, broke the ship apart. The international panel assembled by South Korea's government, of which Shin was once part of, drew a much different conclusion. In a press conference in May, investigators showed off parts of the very torpedo said to have destroyed the 1,200-ton warship. It was found on the seabed and had North Korean markings. Despite the smoking gun and despite the panel being made up of 24 leading experts from 4 different countries, a recent poll suggests upwards of 30% of South Koreans mistrust the findings of their government and the investigative team. Suspicions of a cover-up, experts say, may not so much be grounded on evidence, but on the long military standoff between the North and South, a standoff that has forced governments to keep secrets in the name of national security. For example, people have asked why the government has only released this brief summary of the Cheonan investigation and not the full 250-odd-page report. Bowing to public pressure, the government is expected to release it in coming days, with some sensitive information removed. Defense analyst Park Chang-hoon believes more government openness will put suspicions to rest.
All the times, conspiracy theories can raise questions and made opposition arguments, but the final report of the investigation actually will show more concrete and clear, persuasive explanation on the cause of Cheonan ship sinking.
But will it? Shin is sticking to his convictions and has bet his career and reputation on it. As for the divers, they've spent thousands of dollars of their own money returning to the Cheonan site on multiple trips, trolling the depths for clues to answer their nagging doubts. Steve Chao, Al Jazeera, Seoul, South Korea.